Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with the Pig Site, and today we're here with Samantha Hernandez. She is a product development scientist with Arm& Hammer Animal and Food Nutrition. Thanks for being with us today, Samantha.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks so much for joining us. And we're here at the Leman Swine Conference in St. Paul, Minnesota, and we are surrounded by posters because we're in the poster session. It's here Sunday evening. And you've got some research that you're presenting. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We did a commercial study last year and looking at Streptococcus suis levels within sow herds and also within her piglets. And we sort of wanted to see kind of how the differences between farm and then also implementing one of our Certillus products as well.
Very good. And what were some of how did you conduct the study and what were some of those results?
Sure. So we looked at 3 different farms. One of the farms was a high-performing farm that didn't have Streptococcus suis levels. Another farm was an intermediate, so it had strep suis levels, but then it also had high-performing piglets. And then we looked at a site that was really struggling with strep suis problems. And what we did was we kept those 2 farms on a basal diet to kind of monitor those pathogens, and then we implemented Certillus into the farm that was having very large suis problems. And then we went back and we sampled again to kind of see how those levels would decrease after being on product. And what we found was that they really did decrease after being implemented with our Certillus product.
Very good. And when it comes to really an on-farm application for this research, what does this mean for producers?
This could really help with helping the sow, cleaning her up, and then also cleaning up her piglets as well. So we only implemented into the sow diet, but we actually saw decreases in Streptococcus suis levels within the nursery as well. So one of the things that we really wanted to see was that if we implemented, can we stop that transfer of pathogens from sow to piglet? And one of the things that we found was that we can do that, and we can reduce that pathogenicity going into the nursery as well. One other thing that we also found was that when we looked at the microbiota of the sows themselves, we saw shifts in the microbiota as well. Not only just rectally, where the product goes through the system, but also we saw a shift in the microbiota of the vagina as well. So we were actually helping clean up that strep suis level in the vagina as well. So not transferring it to her piglets through birth.
That's really interesting. I mean, it's like a dual effect almost,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And that was one of the things we were trying to go after, was because we know Streptococcus suis lives within the nasal cavity. So one of the thoughts was that is the sow passing Streptococcus suis levels to her piglets during the birthing process. And so cleaning up the strep suis levels within the vagina also decreased the levels that they were finding in the piglets.
That's amazing. Very cool. That's neat. And that it's sometimes you're just I'm amazed sometimes by research can yield results you aren't necessarily expecting, right?
Right. Yeah, we absolutely didn't know what to expect looking at a feed product and how that could affect other things. But cleaning up that vaginal cavity and then also helping clean up her piglets and then subsequently looking at the nursery health as well is really what we're all about.
Very good. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for all the information today, Samantha.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Pig Site.